Hello everyone, welcome to this presentation on independent directors. The board of directors plays a significant role in managing a company, making decisions that impact the entire organization. We will also examine the value they bring to companies by ensuring transparency and accountability. An independence director is a non executive member of the board who has no substantial connection with the company, its shareholders, or its management. They are not involved in the day to day running of the business and they do not hold any shares or financial interests that might affect their independence. This independence allows them to provide unbiased oversight and offer a fresh perspective on company's matters. Independent directors are tasked with several critical responsibilities. These include providing impartial advice on corporate strategies and decisions, overseeing the performance of management, and ensuring they act in the company's best interest. Serving on committees that handle sensitive areas such as auditing, remuneration, and governance, ensuring that the company follows legal regulation and adheres to good governance practices. Their role is to ensure transparency and that management acts with integrity. A key function of independent directors is to serve as a check and balance on management. They provide oversight and ensure that the management's actions are in line with the company's long term goals without being influenced by personal interests. In cases of mismanagement or unethical behavior, independent directors can challenge these decisions and help steer the company back on course, maintaining corporate integrity. Independent directors are crucial in protecting the company's interests, particularly when it comes to safeguarding the rights of minority shareholders. They ensure that the actions taken by majority shareholders and the management do not unfairly disadvantage other stakeholders. By maintaining objectivity, they help ensure that the company operates in a fair and equitable manner, benefiting all parties involved. Independent directors can take on the role of board chairman, a pivotal position that comes with significant responsibilities. As chairman, they lead both board and shareholder meetings, ensuring effective decision making and governance. Additionally, they are responsible for signing meeting minutes, officially documenting the outcomes of discussion and resolution. One of the chairman's most crucial role is casting the deciding vote in case of a deadlock during the board votes. If the chairman is not independent, corporate governance standards require that the majority of the votes should still comprise independent directors to maintain objectivity and transparency. The lead independent director provides an additional layer of oversight on company management and board operation. Their role is designed to strengthen governance by acting as a neutral liaison between shareholders and the board, particularly when issues arise that involve conflict of interest. According to SGX listing rules, the lead independent director may be required to step in and make decisions, especially in situations where the board chairman has a conflict of interest. For instance, if the chairman casting vote creates an impartiality concern, the lead independent director ensure that the board decision remains fair and unbiased. Independent directors are typically appointed by the company's nominating committee, which assess whether the candidates meet the necessary criteria. In Singapore, independent directors can serve for a maximum of 9 years. If the board wishes to extend their term beyond this, it must seek approval from the shareholders. This helps maintain fresh perspectives while ensuring continuity in governance. Yes, independent directors can be both removed and resigned from their position, but there are specific processes in place for each. For removal, shareholders can pass an ordinary resolution to remove an independent director before the end of their term. This allows shareholders to ensure that the board is aligned with the company's need and governance practices. Resignation is also possible provided that the independent director gives notice according to the company's constitution and complies with any required procedures. However, there are restrictions. An independent director cannot resign. If doing so, would leave the company without a director who is ordinarily resident in Singapore. This ensures the company continues to meet legal requirements and maintain governance integrity. Independent directors are compensated through director fees which are subject to shareholder approval. Unlike executive directors, independent directors do not receive salaries or performance based incentives. This compensation structure ensures that their decisions are not influenced by financial rewards. Their compensation reflects their time, effort, and expertise contributed to the company's governance. Transparency in the compensation of independent directors is crucial for maintaining trust and accountability within the company. While it is not mandatory, it is considered best practice to disclose the fees paid to directors in the company's annual reports. This aligns with good corporate governance principles, helping to foster transparency. In addition, significant shareholders have the right to request the disclosure of these fees. If shareholders representing at least 10% of the company or those holding an at least 5% of issued shares make written requests, the company must disclose the compensation details. By aligning with the governance best practice, companies build trust with their stakeholders and reinforce their commitment to accountability. In Singapore, legal and regulatory requirements plays a key role in ensuring strong corporate governance, especially regarding the appointment of independent directors. Under the Singapore listing rules, all listed companies are required to have at least one third of their board made up of independent directors. This ensures that there is a sufficient level of objectivity in board decision. The Corporate Governance Code further supports this by operating on a comply or explain basis, where companies must either appoint independent directors or explain why they have chosen not to. Additionally, for audit committees, a majority of the members must be independent directors. This ensures the integrity of financial oversight and reduces the potential for conflict of interest in managing the company's finances and reporting. To qualify as an independent director, an individual must meet certain criteria. These include being at least 18 years of age, not having any material relationship with the company, including family ties or business connections, not being a former executive of the company, avoiding significant financial interests such as shareholding, having no prior history of bankruptcy or criminal offenses related to dishonesty. Their independence is essential to ensuring that they can offer impartial advice and oversight. Not everyone is eligible to serve as an independent director. Certain relationships and circumstances disqualify individuals from being considered independent. First, employees of the company or those who have been employed with the past 3 years are not eligible. This is to ensure there is no influence from past or present employment type. Second, family members with direct ties to management or those involved in remuneration decision such as being part of the remuneration committee also cannot be independent directors. This avoids potential conflicts arising from family connections. Finally, any director who holds significant shares in the company or has interest in competing firms is disqualified as their financial stake or competition ties may compromise their ability to act independently. Let's take a look at two real world examples that highlight the importance of independent directors in corporate governance. First, the case of Zilingo. The company's CEO faced allegations of financial mismanagement and irregularities. After an internal investigation led by the board, which included independent directors, the CEO was removed. This demonstrates the critical role independent directors play in ensuring transparency and accountability at the highest levels. In another example, BharatPay engaged audit firms to review its financial practices after suspected malpractices by managing director, including producing fake invoices. The independent directors were key in initiating the audit, which led to the removal of executive involved. Both cases underline a key lesson. Independent oversight is crucial in maintaining corporate integrity and preventing governance failures. First, independent directors bring objectivity and unbiased perspectives, ensuring that decisions are made in the best interest of the company and all stakeholders. Secondly, having independent directors can significantly improve investor confidence. Their presence signals a commitment to transparency and accountability, making the company more attractive to potential investors. Thirdly, independent directors help in mitigating risk and conflict of interest. By providing oversight and objective insight, they can identify and address potential issues before they escalate. Lastly, they offer strategic guidance and objective decision making. Their expertise and experience can lead to better decision making process that drive the company toward long-term success. Overall, appointing independent directors is not just a regulatory requirement, it is a strategic advantage for any company. While independent directors play a crucial role in corporate governance, they also face several challenges. One significant challenge is balancing independence with influence. Independent directors must ensure they maintain their objectivity while still providing valuable insights that can influence management decisions. Another challenge is staying informed without overstepping. They need to keep abreast of company operations and industry trends, but must do so without micromanaging the management team. Managing conflict of interest is also a critical issue. Independent directors must navigate situations where personal interest may interest with their responsibility to the company. Lastly, ensuring effective communication with management and stakeholders can be difficult. Establishing open lines of communication is essential for transparency, but it requires careful management to maintain independence while fostering collaboration. Addressing these challenges is vital for independent directors to fulfill their roles effectively. To maximize their effectiveness, independent directors should adopt several best practices. Continuous education and training are essential. By staying updated on governance trends and regulation, independent directors can better serve their boards. Building strong relationship with other board members is also critical. Collaboration fosters a unified approach to decision making and strengthens board dynamics. Maintaining transparency and integrity is paramount. Independent directors must lead by example, promoting a culture of openness and honesty within the organization. Finally, proactive engagement in committees and board activities can enhance their influence and effectiveness. By actively participating in discussion and committee work, independent directors can contribute more significantly to the company's success. By following these practices, independent directors can maximize their impact and drive effective governance. Now let's discuss how to become an independent director. First, qualification are crucial. Relevant experience in management, finance, or industry expertise is often required. Building a strong professional network can also help in gaining visibility and opportunities. Next, networking plays a key role. Establishing relationship with current board members and nominating committees can open doors to potential appointments. Attending industry events and engaging in discussion about governance can also be beneficial. Lastly, professional development is important. Engaging in governance training and obtaining certification can enhance your credibility and knowledge base. Programs offered by reputable institutions can provide valuable insights into best practices and legal responsibilities. By focusing on these pathways, aspiring independent directors can position themselves for success in this important role. To sum up, Independent directors play a vital role in maintaining the integrity of a company. They provide impartial advice, serve as a check and balance on management, and protect the interest of shareholders. By promoting good corporate governance, they help ensure the company's operations are transparent and ethical. We hope this video has provided valuable insights on independent directors and their roles and responsibilities. If you have any questions or need further information on appointing independent directors, feel free to reach out.